we'll see how we can Dockerize our Odoo application. So before we begin, we must have a Docker installed in our machine. So while recording this session, the Odoo 14 is the latest version. So I've downloaded the Odoo 14 base image using command docker pull Odoo 14. So using this command, you can download the latest version of Odoo and you can verify this image using command docker images. So before we begin into the Docker Compose file, let's understand what is Docker Compose. A Docker Compose is a tool that allows you to run and create a multi-container application. It uses the YAML file to configure a stack or your application and the connection between the two services. With a single command, you can deploy your stack or you can completely remove your stack. Now, I have created a one compose file here. So let's see what components we have into that stack file. So on the top of the file we define the version. So I'm using a version, docker version of 3.4, so that's why we have a version here. Then we have defined the services. So under services we have defined the first service as a web. You can give any name to the services. Then for this service we are using the image which is Odoo 14 that I have downloaded uh, previously. Then this service depends on DB. So what is DB? So DB is the one more service in our Docker Compose file. So we'll check this later. And as we know that Odoo run on 8069 port, so I've mapped my host 8099 port to 8069. Then I've added some volume to store my file store data and the session data. And in the next video we'll see how we can send our custom config file to the Odoo so that we can configure our Odoo application as per our need. Then if we have the extra add-ons, then we can mount this extra add-on using here. So yeah, these three volumes we are using here. Also in the networking section we have defined a network called webnet underscore v2. So you can give any name to your network. So in my case I've given a webnet underscore v2. So at the bottom of the file I've defined this network file. So yeah, this is all about the first service. Now let's jump into the second service, which is DB. So here I'm using a Postgres version 12 as a base image for the database, and I have exposed port number 6432 and I have mapped with the original database port, which is 5432. I have already passed some environment variable, so whenever this stack get deployed, this environmental variable will be picked and the Postgres will create a default user as Odoo, then the password also Odoo, and the default database name is Postgres. Then also I need this database to be stored on my host machine, so I have mounted the volume. So I have created one directory in the same folder which is called as ododb data, and I have mounted that volume to the database container. Again, this is these two services are part of the same network, so I have added database service into the network. Now let's create the two volumes that we have defined here. So I'll say mkdir odoo db data and mkdir Odoo web data. So yeah, and if you do ls, so we have uh, two folders already uh, created. Now to start this application or to deploy our stack, we can use command docker compose up, or you can pass a file name that you have created. So in my case it was stack.yml, docker compose -f stack.yml up. So this will create and deploy your stack, and here you can see now we have some logs here. Now let's jump into the browser and open localhost 8099. Right, so here you can see our application is deployed using the Docker. So let me create one database, admin, and then create database. So we'll wait for a few seconds to initialize the database. On the other hand, you can see the logs of our Odoo application. So here you can see the base module is now loading. So once this is done, so this will take a couple of minutes to complete this process. All right, so here you can see our Odoo application is deployed using Docker. Now let's suppose you want to remove the stack or you want to stop this Docker container. Either you can press a Control C, so that will automatically remove a container, and if you check a Docker PS command, so no container is running, and if you come to a browser and if you refresh, so our stack is removed from our system. So let's suppose if you want to deploy the stack without using logs or in the daemon mode, then just pass -d command, then it will create a stack and it will work in a daemon mode, meaning our stack is already deployed, but the logs are not coming here. And if you just refresh it again, so yeah, again our Odoo application is working. And to stop this application, now again use a Docker PS, then Docker stop container ID, and we have stopped our Docker container also stack. So if you refresh this, so our Odoo application is now not working. I hope this video was informative for you. So I'll see you in the next lecture. So in the next lecture, we'll see how we can how we can create our custom image and how we can deploy it on your local machine. So thank you so much.